Okay, let's start the video. And as we can speak of, nobody hit the jackpot. It's 550 million. And it's going to go up even further if they hold the jackpot till Memorial Day. And also, how did Supergirl predict the future? So, again, our future. And you can email me for any game prediction at hyper_links@yahoo.com. If you want to learn my system, email me for that. And be sure to donate, subscribe, share, and like my video. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And you can donate by emailing me. So, again, always remember nothing is guaranteed, but always trust yourself. So, last Mega Man and the draw before that, I showed you the ticket, and someone posted a comment that this person got close. Yeah, he got really close. He got the 3 on all lines, one of the pair. He got a 44 code on all lines, and you can tell he got the 61, but it came 68. But that 61 was the code for last night's draw, this Tuesday's draw. That's the code, and he got 16. But it came 18. You see how close it is to almost 5 to 6 numbers. So that's why the pentagon pair is important. You don't want to diversify your number. You want to pick the right pentagon pair. With diversifying your numbers, you only have 1 to few chance of hitting that jackpot. When you use the pentagon pair system and you don't diversify your numbers, you group the numbers will have a lot of chance. Like for instance, on these 3 tickets, they almost all hit 4 to 5 numbers. And what about if these got close and one of them actually hit 6 numbers? That's why the pentagon pair system is important. You focus on certain numbers, and like I said, that you don't want to diversify your number too much. And he got 14 because the 14 was about to come. We know that 14 was about to come, or 4. One of those was about to come. And what happened? He only had to pick one of the 2. He had the 14 or 4 to decide which number will come, because we know that 14 or 4 will come. And coincidentally, he picked the 14. And last night, what happened? What came? The 4 came for Mega Man. So that's how close the ticket was. So again, but before we move on, let's look at the this TV series was posted in April 24th, 2017. So this video was released on April 24th, 2017. It's about a Supergirl, a person from another world trying to become another world, and he was sent to Earth, and she trying to become who she is. She's trying to reveal her powers and try to acknowledge her powers and try to become a superhero. So again, it's going to the last season. That's what I like about the show, is that even though it's not high ratings as it comes down to ending seasons, season 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's funny and comedy in a way. And that's what I like about the series, is that it really shows us what we are going through in life. So again, and you can see that Lena talks about the Lena and Kara hold a press conference, and then they went to the press conference to talk about this new technology called nanobots. So, and that it can heal human ailments. So, and what we're going through and how it relates to the world is very similar in a way that probably it's going to become true sooner or later. So it's rather for you to believe this or not. It's up to you guys. But this show was released in 2017, and we're in 2020 right now, and it's really predicting the future of what we're going through right now. So that's why this show is very good. So again, and we need to think in our mind and be awake. We need to wake ourselves up when you think strategically and wake ourselves up and decipher what's good and what's bad, just don't go by what people say. So, and nor don't go by what I say. And again, let's move on to the to the Mega Man, back to the Mega Man. And as you can see, this ticket he had it on May 14, and again, he dropped it that 4. He dropped it that 4. That's why I didn't post the non-winning ticket up, because he had 4 on Friday night's draw, but he dropped it the 4. He dropped it to 4. He dropped it to 4, and not only did he drop it to 4, it came last draw. So when you stick to that 4, you don't drop the 4. So this person got ticket 4 on Friday. He did get it on last Tuesday, but he chose to drop it Tuesday's draw. He chose to drop the 4 and change it to a 3. So what happened? Lottery noticed that you're dropping the 4 to a 3. They have drawn the 04 on Tuesday's draw, because they know that if you don't play, they will throw it out, and that's when you lose the game, because you did not play the 4, you did not stick to the game plan. That's why I told people, you can stick to the game plan, you can stick to that game plan. Do not drop a number, because it's not coming. They cannot hold a number for too long. If the number has to come, it has to come. It don't come whenever they want to come. It comes when you drop the numbers. They know you drop the numbers. The machine knows that you drop that numbers. The machine will draw that number when you drop it. Try quick draw, try candle. They know that. Drop the number, it will come. So if you didn't drop the number on over and he rolled a ticket to Tuesday's draw, he wouldn't have hit 5 numbers. He wouldn't have hit 6 numbers. He wouldn't have hit 4 numbers. But what happened? He would have hit all winning ticket, even though he didn't hit that. But if he buys more ticket, if you buy more ticket with 04, not only 5 lines or even 10 lines, if you buy 100 lines, it still be all winners. So imagine each ticket hit the 04, you break even. But if you hit more than one number, you get $2 profit. So on the first line, you got 3, 6, 17, 21, 51. You got 3 correct. For Friday's draw, but let's talk about if this ticket was rolled over to Tuesday's draw, he would have gotten all 04 on all lines. He would have gotten 61 on these 2 lines. And these 2 lines, line 2, line 3, would give him extra $2 profit. It will give him $4 profit. So that's why it's important that it's not easy, it's not hard. If you guess the mega ball, it's not hard to hit another number, which will give you more profit. So again, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as you can see, if this ticket were over, he would hit a lot of 5 lines with 04 plus 61, another $2. So it's not that hard to predict Mega Ball 4. As you can see, really did predict the Mega Ball 4. So now let's move on and follow the rules. We know what Mega Ball is coming on Friday's draw. We know that. We know which Mega Ball is coming on Friday's draw. You can email me for that. We know that. We know 4 was coming. We know 61 had to come. We know 44 had to come Friday. 61 did come Friday. 44 did come Friday. And 61 did come yesterday. 61 was the code for yesterday. And as you can see, look at the Pentagon pair. Pentagon pair, we have 61 as the code. So again, not making it up. 61 was the code. You can look it up if you don't believe me. 61, and then one of those pairs we have 3, 5. So they throw in 2 numbers. So let's look at what the numbers were from last night's draw. You got the 3 also. So if this ticket was rolled over to Tuesday's draw, you got 3, 4. You got 5, 4. You got 5, 61, 4. You got 3, 4. Got 5, 4. So again, if you have the winning, line 1 would be $2 extra because one mega ball and one white ball would be $2. Line 2 would be $2 extra because of 61 and 5. So line 1 would be $2 extra. Line 2 would be $8 extra because 3 numbers is $10. Line 3 would also be $10, 5 and 61. Line 4 would be only $2 extra because of the 3. Line 5 would be only $2 extra because of the 5. So again, he's making money if he roll a ticket, but he chooses to change the mega ball. It costs him. So do not change the mega ball. That's why I asked you to send me tickets even though it's not winner, because what happens if your ticket did hit that jackpot the next day and you drop the numbers? So now on this ticket, line 1 didn't hit any, line 2 hit the 3 and 4, he hit $2 extra, and then line 3 he didn't hit any, line 4 he hit the 5, and so he got the $2 extra, and line 5 he got a 61, he got the $2 extra also. So that close, wow. And let's get back to the measurement. So you have 5, and then you have, after 3 and 5, it did that for Powerball. It went too low, then go skyrocket to high. So you have 56. You have 61. And you have 66. So again, 3, 5, 56, 61, and 66. So your only mistake you can have, let's not do 61, let's do 62. So your only mistake you can have is 62. So you have 3, you have 5, you have 56, you have 66, and then your code would be 61. So after having 2 code back to back, 44 and 61, there's going to be a new code for Friday's night's draw, and you can email me for the code for Friday night's draw. And let's talk about the color code colorization. There's a law of elimination. So you're gonna add a line, insert a line here to the line above. So again, you wanna decolorize these numbers. It's called decolorize. So I'm gonna make it black. I'm gonna decolorize the numbers. And you have 5, 3. So as you can see, 3, 5, 2 no numbers. So and you can see why it didn't work, because the 3 repeated. The 3 repeated. So again, none of these formulas would have gone that far because they repeat the 61, the 3 to hold that jackpot. So they repeated that. They repeat that 1 to hold that jackpot. That 3 to hold that jackpot. So nobody can win. So again, using the color code colorization without any wasting any time, and you can see without wasting any time that 3 repeated. So no point in going on with the law of elimination because they repeat a number. Once they repeat a number, no point in going on with the color code colorization. And your second culprit was 05. Your second culprit is 05. So even though you omit the first number and you continue going on, that 05 would be eliminated. So I don't know why I put something went wrong. I don't know why I put 29, 30, and 48 and 61. I think I put it for Powerball. I think I put it for Powerball. I did it wrong. I don't know what happened. This one is supposed to be 07, 08, 20, 36, and 39. So every other line should be correct except for that line. So I made a mistake on that somehow. I don't know why. But as you can see, the culprit was the 3 and 5 because there was 2 repeats. And you can see the culprit. So law of elimination did not really work. So now let's look about let's look about the color colorization for the law of Pusmegaball. So, oh my god. Let's get the winning number white so you guys can see what happened. Okay. The Pusmegaball for that draw was 3. So again, you have 6. You have 21. You have 44. You have 47. And you have 01. Do you see that? So law of the Pusmegaball will work because, as you can see, no number repeated. No number repeated for how many draws? Let's start with the first draw. No number repeated on the first draw. Do you see that? No number repeated on the first draw. So again, no number repeated on the first draw, nor the second draw. So it repeated on the second draw. No number repeated on the first draw, but it repeated on the 61. Got eliminated. That 61 got eliminated. That 61 was a Quadruplets. So it really didn't work for both of those draws. Law of Pusmegaball and law of elimination, because you wipe out the winning number. So I'm not going to really do the color code because he wiped out the winning number that quick. We know they were holding the jackpot last night. There's nothing we can do if they hold the jackpot. It's being controlled. So nothing we can do if they choose to hold the jackpot. Now, let's insert a slide above. Let's paste this correctly, and you guys can't see the video. It's too blurred if I do it black. So I hate when this happens. Let's do it white, and you can see the winning number. So on the bottom, you really have to know what the winning number is of the opposite attraction for the winning number for 514. Let's do the opposite attraction number for 514. For the opposite attraction number, you have 30, you have 44, you have 14, you have 36, and you have 31. So these are opposite attraction numbers for the draw before. These are opposite attraction number for the draw before. Prior to 518, and as you can see, the first draw, we have 30, 44, 14, 36, 31. No number repeated on the first draw. So you eliminate 5 numbers out. So now on the second draw, we have 7, 18, 7, 8, 20, 36, and 39. So if you do it correctly, you will get that. So on the second draw, we have 7, 8, 20, 36, and 39. And I did not do the opposite attraction number for this draw yet. So let's redo the opposite attraction for this draw. 25, 35, 02, 18, and 48. So opposite attraction for second draw, 25, 35, 02, 18, and 48. And the 02 got close to 03. 02 got close to 03. So again, no winning number up to 2 draws were eliminated using the past 2 using law of opposite attraction. So they might do that. So on the third draw, the 05, you can see the 05. 05, so you can see the 05. 05 repeated. 05 repeated. So the law of opposite attraction, I'm not doing the color code because I don't have time on video. So as you can see, using a law of opposite attraction, the 05 will eliminate the win number. So again, other than that, you have 2 draws. So the best formula to use for Tuesday's draw was opposite attraction formula because it max 2 draw could be used without eliminating the win number. And if you go down 4, 27, 32, 57, 63, 49, 39, 35, 46, and 62, imagine I did that correctly. 51, 22, 24, 14, and 3, your next culprit would have been 3. So again, even though you eliminate the number 5, your second number that you eliminate was 03. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 5 draw before you eliminate the second number. So really not a good option to do. Why? Because they were holding the jackpot. And you can see why they're holding the jackpot because I'm not lying to you. In the history of past draws, there's no patterns like this. They've been doing it on Powerball Mega Man. You can see it? No pattern like this. You see it? It went from 3, 5, and you can see the wavelength from 05 to 56. The gap between 5 to 56 is called wavelength, and you can see the wavelength really is too big. It went from 5 to 56, and let's look at Powerball also. Let's look at Powerball. And I have Powerball with me. Let's look at Powerball. Look at the gap on Powerball. Last night's draw, 11, 13. It jumped from 13 to 55. Look at the gap. Too low, then jump to high gap. They were holding the jackpot when they did this gap because this kind of matrix, this kind of number that were drawn didn't occur in the past history draws. Not that I know of this year, it hasn't been drawn like this. So they're holding the jackpot on Memorial Day, and the game is connected. Both games are connected. You can see how the gap jumped from 3, 5 to 56. That's 51 numbers in between without getting drawn. That's a big gap. Look at the Powerball also. Humongous numbers in between the second and third numbers that did not get drawn. You can see that they were trying to hold the jackpot to Memory Day, and I advise you that chances of the jackpot being released on Friday draw is going to be low unless you're super smart. You won't be able to hit that jackpot because the jackpot is going to be whole until next week. I can promise you that. Maybe they're going to release one jackpot and they're not going to release it. Guarantee you one person is going to win one of the jackpot next week. And I also advise you that the Powerball is going to be 3 draws a week starting August. Around that time period, they're switching the Powerball to 3 draws a week. And if you want to win this, you better win it right now, because when you have 3 draws per week, the jackpots will go up quicker, but also the jackpot won't be easy to win because you're diversifying your tickets. So what that means is, if you have $10 to spend on Powerball per week, you're either going to spend it on 2 draws, 5 and 5, or you're going to split it 3, 3, and 4. If there's 3 draws per week starting August, you probably want to cover all 3 draws with $10. So if you cover all 3 draws with $10, and you're still buying $10, you're going to cover less ticket per draw. So less ticket per draw means less chance per draw. So that's how it goes. More tickets is more chance. So why would you want to spread out your tickets? So even though it had 3 draws per week, you're still not going to play 3 draws per week. You're still going to have to spend your $10 like you would do now. Don't get fooled and play all 3 draws. Pick 2 draws. Pick 2 draws you think they will release the jackpot, and the draw that don't release that they're not going to play the jackpot. Do not play that draw. If you don't play that draw, then you're smart, and that's the only way to hit is when you cover the same amount of ticket, cover the same strategy. Do not switch your strategy. If you switch it, Like the other player, he dropped the 04. What happened? 04 was drawn, and they know that you drop it, your ticket will be drawn. Do not drop those numbers. You know that it's all a setup. So again, but these formats do help. So, and I'll try to do the repetition, and these are on the next video. So please be sure to watch that.